As you may have heard, Marvel Studios just pushed back two of its biggest upcoming films. But don't worry, there's still plenty of superhero action on the horizon. Today, we're breaking down every major project currently in Marvel's lineup. From the next Spider-Man adventure to the massive Avengers showdown that could reshape the entire multiverse. Some of these movies have been in the works for years, others are still shrouded in mystery. But one thing's for sure, Marvel's next few years are about to get wild. So, whether you're here for epic team-ups, mind-bending multiverse chaos, or those mysterious solo missions, here's everything we know about what's next for the MCU. Right after No Way Home shattered the multiverse and box office records, Kevin Feige confirmed that Marvel Studios and Sony were already developing Spider-Man 4. Producer Amy Pascal even hinted that it could be the start of a new trilogy. Although Sony's CEO later downplayed that talk, the ending of No Way Home made one thing clear: Peter Parker's story is far from over. Now, with everyone's memory of Peter erased, he's back to square one, rebuilding his life, his identity, and Spider-Man's reputation from scratch. But there's also that lingering Venom symbiote blob left behind in Mexico, and that's bound to come into play. By 2023, Feige said they had a solid story concept, and in 2024, Tom Holland confirmed that work on the script was nearly complete. That same year, reports surfaced that Shang-Chi director Destin Daniel Cretton was in talks to direct, and by October, Sony made it official. Spider-Man: Brand New Day hits theaters in July 2026, the only confirmed MCU film between the two upcoming Avengers blockbusters. Then came a casting bombshell. Stranger Things star Sadie Sink joined the cast in a mysterious role. Fans immediately started guessing. Could she be Gwen Stacy? Jackpot? Someone entirely new? The title Brand New Day references the famous comic arc where Peter strikes a deal with Mephisto, altering his reality. So thematically it fits perfectly with Peter's fresh start, post No Way Home. Expect a more grounded, street-level Spider-Man, one who might cross paths with Daredevil, Hawkeye, or even Kingpin. And whoever Sadie Sink plays, it sounds like she'll be part of Spidey's new circle of allies, or maybe a future rival. Here's where things get massive. The fifth Avengers movie, Avengers Doomsday, will reportedly set the stage for the grand finale of the multiverse saga. Initially, Shang-Chi's Destin Daniel Cretton was set to direct, with Quantumania writer Jeff Loveness penning the script, but after some major creative shifts, both exited the project, and Loki writer Michael Waldron stepped in. Then came the jaw-dropper. At San Diego Comic-Con 2024, Kevin Feige announced that the Russo brothers are returning to direct not one, but both upcoming Avengers movies. And the villain, Dr. Doom, played by none other than Robert Downey Jr. But before you freak out, this isn't Tony Stark. It's an alternate version of him from another universe, a brilliant, ruthless variant who becomes Doom himself. Rumors also hinted appearances from Chris Hemsworth, Anthony Mackie, the Fantastic Four, and even the original X-Men cast, Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, and more. The announcement video even ended with Downey giving the camera a quiet shh. Noticeably missing from the lineup though, Tom Holland, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Chris Evans. Which means, Marvel's definitely hiding something big. This film could see Doom manipulating timelines, clashing with Loki's TVA, and becoming the ultimate multiversal threat. Expect huge crossovers, surprise cameos, emotional stakes, and possibly the farewell of some legacy characters. If this really is the last stand for the Fox-era X-Men, you can bet it's going to be unforgettable. After years of waiting, the final chapter in Miles Morales' animated saga is finally on the move. Haley Steinfeld recently confirmed she's back in the booth recording lines for Beyond the Spider-Verse. That means production is back on track after multiple delays. Fans have speculated that this one could even include live-action elements, blending animation, and the real MCU. Considering how much each Spider-Verse movie has pushed visual storytelling forward, the extra time makes sense. We'll likely get the first teaser by late 2025, once Sony's deep into production. For now, Steinfeld's excitement alone is enough to keep fans patient. She's clearly confident the wait will be worth it. The grand finale. Secret Wars will close out Phase 6 and the entire multiverse saga, and if you thought Endgame was big, this one's on a whole other level. The title alone carries legendary weight. In the comics, Secret Wars saw heroes and villains transported by a cosmic being called the Beyonder to a place known as Battleworld, where reality itself became a weapon. The later version dove deeper, with multiversal incursions and Doctor Doom literally becoming a god. If Marvel follows that route, expect the MCU to be completely redefined afterward. New worlds, new heroes, and maybe even a new reality. Michael Waldron wrote the first draft, but the Russos are reportedly shaping it into something even bigger. Oh, and remember, Secret Wars is also the comic storyline where Spider-Man first gets his black suit. With that leftover Venom goo in play, it could finally be time for Peter's symbiote saga to begin. Now for the movie that just can't catch a break, Blade. When Marvel announced Mahershala Ali as the new Daywalker back in 2019, fans went wild. But since then, the project's been plagued by rewrites, director changes, and production delays. It's gone through multiple versions, including a 1920s period piece, before shifting to a modern-day setting. Writer Eric Pearson is currently working on the latest draft, but as of now, Blade doesn't even have a release date. Marvel didn't mention it at Comic-Con 2024, and it's been quietly removed from their schedule. Still, Kevin Feige insists the project isn't dead, it's just waiting for the right creative direction. When it finally happens, expect Blade to introduce the supernatural side of the MCU. Vampires, monsters, and all the dark corners we haven't explored yet. When Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings hit theaters, it was a massive success, and fans immediately wanted more. Destin Daniel Cretton was confirmed to return as director, but with him now leading Spider-Man 4, the sequel's timeline is uncertain. Still, those post-credit scenes tease something major. The Ten Rings are sending a signal into deep space, a mystery that could connect to larger cosmic events, or even the upcoming Avengers films. Whether it's an alien threat or an underground power struggle led by Xialing, the sequel could push Shang-Chi deeper into both mystical and intergalactic storylines. Officially, Marvel hasn't announced Black Panther 3, but the clues are piling up. In late 2024, Denzel Washington casually revealed in an interview that Ryan Coogler was writing a part for him. Feige later hinted at the sequel while bidding farewell to producer Nate Moore, calling Black Panther a cornerstone of the MCU's future. If Shuri remains the protector of Wakanda, the next film could explore global conflicts over vibranium, growing tension with Talocan, or even introduce adamantium into the MCU. It's still early, but there's no doubt Marvel will return to Wakanda. And finally, the moment fans have been waiting for. Marvel is officially developing its first X-Men movie set in the MCU. After the writer's strike ended, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes writer Michael Leslie was tapped to script the film. It's still early in development, and it likely won't hit theaters until Phase 7. Rumors suggest the team could resemble the X-Men '97 lineup: Cyclops, Jean Grey, Storm, Beast, and Wolverine, giving fans a classic roster with a modern twist. Kevin Feige has said the mutants will be central to Marvel's next era, so when they finally arrive, expect them to completely change the MCU as we know it. And that's the full breakdown of Marvel's upcoming lineup, delays and all. Which of these movies are you most hyped for? Spider-Man, Brand New Day, Avengers, Doomsday, or maybe the long-awaited X-Men reboot? Let me know your picks in the comments. And if you love keeping up with Marvel, DC, and everything in between, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and keeps you in the loop for all the latest updates. Until next time, stay heroic.